Hi. Small clinic, elevator pitch, real quick on the Craft SS21 collection for bike. Something real short, don't want to take much of your time. You can find more info online or in our workbook. So basically, just talking about the base layer for bike, the chamois, like a couple of info for you. At the end of the video, you'll find like a tab sheet with all the feature benefit of the different collection, and then I'll show you just a bunch of like uh, real quick, like few bike jersey with some features that are interesting for next year. So Craft is a Swedish company. We're into bike world for quite a while, in business for over 40 years. We're number one worldwide in Nordic. We have a really good business growing in Canada into bike, from like entry level bike short into to the more Harrow IN expensive bib. So we're well known for a base layer. We have a summer base layer collection called Super Light for the bike business. This is something we have for quite a while. This is a base layer made of Stay Cool, so it's a fiber that cool you down, take the moisture, like spread it on the outside, keep you dry. The idea to wear a base layer in bike is you go uphill, you wear a jersey with lycra, with elastan, so like rubber content yarn that will keep the moisture. So you go uphill, you get wet, then you go downhill, and you get like cold spots. Like the jersey will like stick to your skin and make you uncomfortable. So having a first layer, and you can see it at Tour de France, you can see it at the big races. Most of the pro cyclists will wear like a first layer unless it's super warm and wet outside. And even that in like really warm days, some are wearing the base layer. So Super Light has been there for quite a while, worked really well. We have tons for ASAP, for staff deal. That's a men one, like for pro with the big logo, but you can get also like the white one. Really well known. Again, like good stock position for you for staff. Regarding the bike shorts, so we have like a multi collection of chamois. We have like basically C1, C2, C3, and C4. I'll talk mostly about like C1, C2, and C4. So all our chamois are elastic interface coming out of SciTech in Italy. The C1 is what we would give like to a pro tour level, like Sunweb last year, like CSC. That collection or that chamois was designed with Cancellara when he was at CSC, and then we kept like working with those guys and a couple of pro writer to work on that chamois. So again, like few feature about or few like big line about the chamois. Like first of all, you can get like the thickness of the different chamois in the catalog. I would say like this is like just like purely info for you guys. That's meant nothing, and it's basically the fact that like you always will get like customer like in your store like touching the chamois and trying to feel how comfortable it were. I would say that customer are like tire kicker for us. So they're basically like just looking at thickness or like a smooshy feeling. That's meant nothing. Like the density of the chamois is what's give you comfort. And the fact that it's built like in a BO fit way. So having like the right density at the right spot also and more flexibility. So we basically want the chamois to give you enough density so you're comfortable, but we want also the chamois to be flexible enough to follow your body movement. So we don't want something that feel like cardboard. The reality is we want the chamois to stick to your skin and then the friction to go in between the chamois and the outside of the lycra to the saddle and not between the chamois and your skin. So if you want to stay comfortable, we don't want like chafing on that part. We want to bring chafing to the first level. So again, like, that can be like the best chamois in the world. If you try it and it doesn't like fit you, there's other option. It's like buying shoes. The best way is for your customer to try it, sit down on a bike, even if it's not their bike, just to get a sense of like, is the chamois moving? Is the suspender long enough on bib? Like there's a lot of different things. So again, like everything, all the chamois come from SciTech in Italy, laser cut construction in most cases. You'll get like different like multi-density nano ceramic finish. The C1 is what we would give to Pro again, and that's one of the only chamois in the world that get like a specific density every two sizing. So extra small get a density, which is not the same that for extra large, double extra large as an example. If you look at most other brand or all the other chamois in the collection, you would get the same density between extra small and double extra large. So that's like specific to your C1. And the reason is like the heavier you are, like the heavier, like the deeper you'll get into the chamois. And if the density is too high and you're really light, you'll bounce on the chamois. So for a pro rider, this is not something that they can afford. They really need the density to be dialed for their weight. So that's something we do on C1. Again, like more feature benefit that you can find at the end of the video and also in the workbook. C2 is a great investment, like a lot of good quality for a good price too. So there's a lot of feature from the C1. We're basically removing the specific density per size and the nano ceramic finish, which is like perforated. But outside of that, the construction, the multi-layer, it's almost the same. You get the laser cut also. Really good chamois, really good flexibility also. Again, like we use that. And then I'm not being like specific on in which product because there's like multi-product using C1 and multi-product using C2. But you can find this on your store floor. Also looking at the different product, you'll get like a small tag like this that say like C1, C2, C4. C3 is one of the product we sold the most. It's in Essence collection, so it's a really good like higher density, more entry level chamois. You'll get also the C4 into the Rise collection, which is even like slightly denser. So again, like made in Italy, really like soft finish to those chamois, so you don't get like that nylon feeling that can be creating like chafing with time. Few feature on the way we build the outside, like the bibs and the bike shorts. So first of all, the idea of a bib, if you never heard about bib or if you want to convince a customer, so the number one enemy of being comfortable on your bike is the movement that can happen on the chamois. Like if your bike short is moving, then you're creating chafing, and you'll always be like trying to place it. So the idea with the suspender is you lock like all of the chamois, you lock everything. Nothing will be moving. That's go under the jersey, so nobody will see it. All the pro are using it. We do men, women, we do different ones. So a couple of features. You want the upper part to be as light as possible because you put a jersey on top of it. The other thing is the more elasticity you get at the suspender, the better comfort you'll get. But one thing to look at, it's easy to get elastic suspender, but in most cases when you stretch it, they go really narrow, so they go in your skin. So all the new suspender, you can say I can stretch it as much as I can, and they stay the same width all the time. So you'll get that unlike most of her bib, other maybe than the Essence and Rise again. And for a woman to go to the restroom, you have the option with the C-clip at the back. Sorry, I'm trying to remove it the wrong way. So it's built like a bra. So basically, if your customer want to go to the restroom, they keep their jersey on. That part go in upper in the neck. They can then remove all the back of the bib to go to the restroom again. And then when they're done, they slide their hand in the jersey, pull on that tab, and they're able to replace the C-clip. They can also play with the tension at the back part. Really neat design, something we have for a while. We won like some design award with that product. That was designed with women's cycling team and Emma Johansson, who was world champion at that time. Most of our short won't have or will have like really little leg strap. So in that case, you can see it's perforated. You get laser cut construction on the arrow. On Ender, which is the product we sell the most, you'll get also laser cut construction, silicone insert, all medical grade silicone, so no reaction also on the skin. You'll get like few collection get the lumen, so you get lumen reflectivity on the side of the product. You get lumen jersey also, which I'll show you later. And then within Essence and Rise, which are more your entry level, like we're talking like between 90 and 130, depending of bibs, capri short. So then you'll get no elastic front. So that's a rise. So no elastic, way wider elastic at the back. You can see, I can show with my finger like this. So way wider. And then in case of the rise, you'll get like a double band front also, again, to relieve pressure. So you're bending on the bike so you don't feel that that pressure of the elastic. And we don't need it, actually. It's like a yoga pant. For men, we do almost the same thing. The only thing is it will be like more of a straight line, less than the, you know, the V-shape kind of thing. So it's look really, I would say, classic without having the elastic front. So that's it for the bike short. That's, again, really quick. You can find more info in the book. Let me show you a couple of jerseys. So again, just to show you a couple of like typical craft feature. So that's a pro aero jersey. That's a jersey that the pro at Tour de France would race. So you can see it's a dimple fabric sleeve, laser cut construction, silicone lower collar also to be more aerodynamic. You get perforated laser cut construction. At Craft, we strongly believe into having a pocket for your phone or like an extra fourth pocket. So you'll always, in most cases, see that extra pocket. And then you'll get like the laser cut construction at the back with the silicone insert. Few things that you'll see on most of our jersey: lock zipper. So when I put the zipper like this, I can open it with one hand when I'm riding. When it's down, like nothing move. You don't get those big like things that are moving away and being noisy. Never you'll see elastic at the front of the jersey. It just stands for like moving up. So we put the elastic at the back with the silicone gripper so it's locked down, doesn't move. So aero jersey, we do pro and advanced, like different one. And then the bigger collection for in general, but also for jersey, is the Ender. So Ender stands for weekend warrior. So that's the biggest group of cyclists. The entry-level people are buying a lot of like bike short or bike liner, but we don't sell them jersey that much. I would say for jersey, you're talking more of the weekend warrior. So again, like cool feature, you know, you'll get the lock zippers, mesh super light on the side, forward back pocket here on the side. In this case, that's a woman collection, of course, but you get like a V-neck, so no big collar that go up. Pro or way fitter, you know, it's stand for a pro tour team. When you go into Ender, and you can see that's a man's medium pro, that's a woman medium Ender. So it's way longer. It's not looser fit, but it stands for like, you know, people that are tall enough. It's not meant for, you know, like you know, of course, when you go smaller, we do shorter, but it's not like a typical Euro, Italian, or Spanish like super fit. So you'll get like a couple of print, different color. You'll get the nano, not the nano, sorry, but the lumen with the reflectivity on the sleeve. Lock zipper also, many different color. I'm just showing you a few. And then you have the Ender, like a couple of like cool design with the singlet, with the laser cut construction elastic at the back. Again, like multi option there. That was woman. Then you would have like Ender option also for men with the logo, full zip in 95% of the case, I would say, other than singlet. We do full zip in men and women. And then the last collection, and we have way more. We have off-road. There's a multi-collection within that, but one of the biggest collection, I would say, would be Ascents. More classic look. You can see there's no big craft logo. They're just like that. Where is it? Right here, like that tone on tone, like 6 dot. Ascents is also like highly recycled polyester. Craft want to be sustainable by completely sustainable by 2023. So the Ascents is within that line. A lot of recycling polyester. Back pocket, also like a fourth one, and then you'll get the elastic interface laser cut. The last two things I have in mind to show you are jacket, like especially for the introduction of like the early season. We do a lot of Ascents wind light jacket, multi-different color. It's a really tiny, small, packable shell. DWR, elasticity in the sleeve, reflectivity. That packable pocket is here on the at the back, and then you would have like mesh elastic on the side. Great construction, lock zipper, nice, a lot of nice feature. And then the last one I have to show you is the Ander Hydro, so fully waterproof jacket, vent air X-Wind membrane with taped seams. It's a membrane also that gives you a lot of elasticity, and then you would get like super light mesh in the armpit for ventilation, and then ventilation at the back, so if you unzip it, it won't like go like a balloon. And then that jacket also is packable in the back pocket. So a lot of cool feature. You can get the jacket in different color. Again, like quick elevator pitch for the bike collection. Hopefully we have a good spring. So enjoy riding.